Budget on Wednesday was more support for nuclear power, with Jeremy Hunt saying that expanding the UK's nuclear capacity is vital to meet the country's net zero obligations. But nuclear experts say a new generation of reactors shouldn't be built until we know what we're doing with the country's existing nuclear waste. Our science correspondent Thomas Moore reports.
Sellafield's days as a nuclear power station are long gone. Now it's a storage site for highly radioactive waste held in ageing bunkers. But scientists working for the government believe that Cumbria's coast or another site in Lincolnshire could offer a long-term solution, with waste buried in rocks up to a kilometre under the seabed.
So it looks a bit more pleasing to the environment.
And they're talking to communities to win their support.
It is important that there is economic growth in the area, and this would be a major, source for local people.
I think they're doing the right thing in terms of engagement with the community. Early stages, but I think if they keep going the way they're going, that is positive.
Radioactive waste would be taken into a vast warren of tunnels by train. Heavy-duty canisters would be sealed into the bedrock, plugged with clay to keep out water, and the whole complex sealed over when full. But construction is years off. The government is planning a new generation of nuclear reactors, but already highly radioactive waste is piling up with nowhere to go. And while the long-term plan is to bury it deep underground, it relies on a community saying yes. And if they all say no, then what?
We live here in Drigg, so where we already have an existing nuclear waste repository.
Some local residents do have doubts. This retired science teacher fears underground water and the complex geology in Cumbria are too much of a risk.
They all know that the geology is much better in the east of the country, where they could build a GDF that's big enough for all the stuff they want to put down it, and they could build it quicker, cheaper and better over there.
Finland has already built a geological tomb for waste with overwhelming support from local residents. And the UK's Nuclear Waste Agency says it has years of consultation ahead to win people over.
If we were to be unsuccessful in the siting programme, then it would be for government to reflect on a way forward. But internationally, this is a technological solution which is being demonstrated. We have confidence that this is a safe endpoint for radioactive waste management.
Radioactive waste is nuclear power's unavoidable legacy. Finding a solution will ultimately come down to public trust in the science. Thomas Moore, Sky News in Cumbria.